Welcome students to the C++ tutorial. In this session I would be dealing with classes and objects. First let me tell you what class is with an example. Okay, so for you to create classes and objects you need to start with class, say test, and you have public int. Okay, so actually this is the class declaration. Okay, as you can see, it begins from here and ends over here. This is actually the class declaration. So this acts as a global declaration, and you can make it as part of the main and make it local. Now currently let us deal with global declaration. Okay, so in this case, as you can compare the same with the structure. In order to create a structure, we had struct and the structure name. On the same lines, in order to create classes, we rely on the keyword class. So class test. Okay, so this is how we create a class. Okay, so classes help you to create your own data types. Okay, that's the specialty of classes and objects. Okay, that's the significance of C++ or OOPS, that help the user to create data types of their own. Okay, so how we visualize it, I'll just tell you. Now coming to this structure, okay, that is class template, we have the private part and the public part. Okay, and as you can see over here, we have this private and public, they are called as access specifiers. Okay, these were not available in structure definition or structure declaration, but they are available in classes. Okay, there are certain features like data hiding and all. Okay, for those features we need this access specifiers. Okay, now moving further with this program. Okay, I will tell you what's the significance of those access specifier. Okay, so let me have the main. Okay, prior to this, just include the directives. Include IOStream using namespace, as we are going to make use of C in and C out objects. They are available as part of std namespace, C in and C out. Okay, now here I'll create an object of type test. Okay, so this is the importance of C++ or classes and objects. Okay, if you are able to create classes, then it's as good as saying that you have created a data type. Now you have created a data type, okay, test. Fine, now using that data type you can create variables. Okay, so here as we had say int x. Okay, we said what is like x is of type int. Okay, on the same lines now I can say t is of type test. Got it? This is the significance of C++. Okay, now over here t is of type test and t has got variable a and two functions read a and print a. Okay, so as part of this class, let me just be clear about these variables and functions. The variables which are part of the class are called as data members. Remember, the variables which are declared as part of the class, they are called as data members, and the functions which are declared as part of the class, they are called as member functions. Okay, the variables which are declared as part of the class, they are called as data members, and the functions that are declared as part of the class, they are called as member functions. Okay, now here let me just go further with this program. Fine, now let me just go to this part. As you can see, these are just the function declarations. Okay, void read a. Okay, I just want to read a value for a. Okay, for that this function is declared. Okay, this is a member function of test, and this is also a member function of test. Okay, so I want what is, those are declarations. I want to provide the definition. Okay, how the definition would be like this: void. Okay, first write the return type, next write the class to which the function belong. Okay, and the functions to the class which they belong is resolved through a scope resolution operator. Here, as you can observe, it's a scope resolution operator. It tells the compiler that the class that you are defining, okay, belongs to the class, the function that you are defining belongs to the class test. Okay, this is how we actually define the member functions. Okay, so by this syntax, I want to make it clear is, this is a read a member function, okay, which belongs to the class test. Okay, this scope resolution operator tells the compiler that this particular read a function belongs to the class test. Okay, so here inside this you can just say cout can give your own statements. Fine. On the same lines, this definition, okay, is pertaining to this declaration. Okay, on the same lines, let me declare for print a. Okay, for print a, it is like void the return type. To which class does it belong to? It belongs to the class test. What is the function name? Function name is print underscore a. So this is the end of the function definition. Okay, now I have created an object T of type test. Okay, now when if I would want to access this data member functions like read a and print a, okay, it would be through the object, okay, dot. Okay, so always remember, if you want to access the member function of the class, then it can be accessed only through the object dot the member function. Okay, it cannot be called independently. Okay, the same as t dot underscore. Okay, that's it. So this is the program. Okay, very simple program wherein I have created a class by name test. Okay, which has got private part and public part. Okay, more about private and public I will be dealing in the next class, but for time remember that I have a data member a. Okay, and I have two member functions, read a and print a. Okay, now over here read a and print a have the privilege to access the data member a. Okay, as you can see over here. Okay, now if I would want to call the functions read a and print a, I would do that by making use of object. Okay, so object, okay, dot read a, object dot print a. Okay, this is how I call the member functions of a class. Okay, let me save this program. Class test1.cpp. Okay, how would you compile this program? Go to again applications, system tools, terminal. Okay, here you compile the program, say class test1.cpp. Okay, for compiling you need to rely on the compiler, that is G++. test and dot C. Yeah, so there is no problem with the program. Now how to execute it? Dot slash a dot out. Enter the value for a. I enter the value as 10. Value entered for a is 10. Okay, so this is how the member functions work. Okay, and this is how you call the member functions. Okay, member functions are always called by making use of the object and dot operator. Okay, I hope the concept is clear for you people.